All right, complete the table and be sure to simplify fractions. So let's start with that first one there. We've got 1/16. If we want that in decimal notation, we want to divide. So 1 divided by 16. 16 won't go into 1, so I put a 0 there, placeholder. 16 also won't go into 10, so we need to put a 0 so we can go into 100, but we need to put a 0 above that. Multiply back. So let's see, 16 times 6, yep, that'll be 96. Multiply back, which gives us a 4. Bring down that 0 there. 16 will go into 42 times, which will give us 32. Subtract, which is 8. 80, bring that down. 16 will go into 85 times. Multiply back, which is 0. So decimal notation here is going to be 0.0625. Percent notation, remember we take our decimal, we move 2 places to the right, so percent notation, this is going to be 6.25%. All right, next up here, we want to go to fraction notation. So if this is a decimal, we can write this decimal as a fraction. Remember that we would say this as 375 thousandths, right? Because it's one place more, so this is 375 thousandths. And then we'll simplify. So 375 divided by 5 is going to give me 75. 1,000 divided by 5 is going to give me 200. These are both still divisible by 5. 75 divided by 5 is 15. 200 divided by 5 is 40. And both still divisible by 5. So 15 divided by 5 is 3. 40 divided by 5 is 8. So our fraction notation here would be 3/8. And then percent notation, remember we take our decimal here, move 2 places to the right, so this is 37.5%. All right, and then our last example here, we've got 80%. To go to decimal notation, we write this, we put a 0 placeholder there. We haven't changed the number, we've just rewritten it. To go to decimal notation, we go 2 places to the left, so that's going to be 0.80. 0.80. And then fraction notation, so 0.80, well that we would read that as 0.8, either 0.80 hundredths, so this is equivalent to 80 over 100, right? And so then we can simplify, these are both divisible by 10, so we get 8 over 10, both divisible by 2, so we get 4 over 5. So 4/5. So this table is good practice of converting between all of them there. So making sure we know fraction notation to decimal, decimal to percent.